Of course, am Andrew Novak. Whitney Johnson is no longer here with me. We are currently waiting on everybody's favorite lovable loser, Giovanni Costa, to get here on call with me to do the rest of Top Cut. But Gio is currently AWOL, so whenever he wants to jump on, he'll be so whenever he gets here, he'll be joining me. But for top 8, we have Shaun Martin versus John Masters. We've seen John a couple times on stream already, as well as Shaun. Both piloting Mega Metagross, Shaun running it with Ray, while John was running it with Zapdos and Lele, to form that common Lele Gross core. And it looks like we finally have Gio here, I think. No, never mind. Gio left me because he doesn't love me. And you wonder why I bully him. So, looks like they're just picking the rules right now. I'm picking their teams. There, of course, is John Masters. And, yeah, looks like we're going to be getting here any minute. This is the 3 seed. Shaun is the 3 seed in this matchup, and John is the 6 seed. John started off 3-0, but ended up 3-2. Shaun went 4-1. So it should be interesting there. The winner of this will play the winner of Ben Goff and Josh Napoli. Ben Goff, of course, running everyone's favorite Chansey Reuniclus team that I know Gio absolutely loves playing after it beat him on stream. So jumping into team preview here. Here are the teams again. We have Amoonguss, Metagross, Zapdos, Landorus-T, and Aegislash for John. That Rain duo, Pelipper, Ludicolo, paired with Hydreigon, Metagross, Landorus-T, and Tapu Koko. So, going to be an interesting game here, and especially because we saw John beat a Rain team in round 2, piloted by Josh Adams. We saw that he has a very bulky Lele that's really able to take. That was really able to against Ludicolo, and that was able to propel him to victory. But of course, there's no helping hand here, helping hand support here for John. So no potential knockouts on stuff to boost Ludicolo. But instead, he has that Metagross, and I think Metagross is really big here, especially considering there's an Amoonguss on John's team. And of course, I can just put you to sleep, and Lele was such a big part of that game too. And just being able to knock out both of those while taking no damage in return is really big. So leads come out here. We got Lele Zapdos for John Masters. We saw that Zapdos was that Psychic Seed earlier. And that Lele was actually a Mago Berry set. And see that Drizzle come out after the Lele Psychic, so signifying that Tapu Lele. So that's how it's supposed to be, but you never know. This was a bulky Lele, so it could have been. But, so this is a situation that wasn't. This is an interesting situation because this wasn't like in John's earlier set where the Pelipper was there matching speed control. But all right, we're actually gonna start to turn off with a big old turn. Ludicolo going for that Hydro Vortex. Probably gonna be targeting down the Lele here. Just wanting to get that off the field. And yeah, it does target down the Lele. Smarter target because you don't actually KO Zapdos because of the Psychic Seed. And Lele is just deleted turn 1. That's really big for John there. For Shaun there, just getting rid of that threat and not having to worry about those Psychics coming off. Tailwind from Zapdos, matched by that Pelipper, of course. So Ludicolo continues to be the fastest Pokemon on the field. It'll be interesting to see what John actually does for this. Which it does. Because Amoonguss core is having a solid matchup versus the Rain core. Like, it's not as good as it used to be, of course. Pelipper now being the primary Rain setter, which just completely destroys Amoonguss, especially after an Ice Beam chip from Ludicolo. So Amoonguss definitely, while it's good again here, I'm going to put Pelipper to sleep. It can Sludge Bomb. Got to be really careful about a double up from that slot. So I wouldn't be surprised or something from there. Well, Zapdos just Thunderbolts potentially, or switches out maybe. I don't expect a switch, but I would expect him to try and break Pelipper's Sash here. But you never know.
All right, I'm here.
All right, we're finally joined by Gio. took long enough, and we actually see Ludicolo is going to switch out here. Going to come in. Going to actually see a double switch. So Rain Core coming out for later. Tapu Koko comes in, so not letting that Amoonguss put anything to sleep thanks to the electric terrain. And we're going to see Zapdos here, Thunderbolt. Actually targets Tapu Koko. So a good switch up from Shaun. Not a lot of damage taken in. And Sludge Bomb into the Metagross. So really good switch there.
Yeah, that was a
really commanding spot.
Yeah, that was a really good switch in because he was able to not only get Metagross safe, but also like not take any damage from the Sludge Bomb from the Amoonguss. So now he can do some really good damage to both the Amoonguss and the Zapdos here. I'm pretty sure if he doubles up into Zapdos, he could pick up a KO here, or if he goes for a Zen Headbutt onto the Amoonguss, he'll be able to pick up KO. But he does switch out to Landorus, so let's see what's going to happen now.
We saw in round one, not round one, the last time Shaun was on stream, sub Metagross. So, like, this is a potential spot where I could see a sub protect, where like if he does protect Amoonguss and say he Thunder Metagross, that's still fine because you're taking less. So I actually see a Volt Switch come out from Koko. I like that play. Just pivoting it back off and getting potentially Pelipper or Ludicolo back in, both of which probably perfectly content coming in here. So going to be pressuring that Landorus next turn with an Ice Beam. And Zen Headbutt actually comes out from Metagross. So yeah, would have definitely knocked out Amoonguss there. Doing really good damage to that Landorus.
Yeah, Shaun is in a really good position here. I mean, that Thunderbolt did decent damage to Metagross, but not nearly enough. And that Ludicolo is threatening, just puts a huge amount of threat to that Landorus. And now Metagross is free to just Zen Headbutt the Zapdos and potentially get a knockout. And even if
he doesn't have to do that, like Landorus is just going to go down to anything that Shaun throws at it. Either it's an Iron Head or just a similar.
Yeah.
So it's really just what Shaun wants to do. Like he could fake out Zapdos here and even the Landorus, covering for this switch in right here.
Does he know what?
Just see an Ice Beam, just wanting to get rid of Landorus that way, and it's going to do good damage to Amoonguss. So we see Zen Headbutt on the Zapdos. It's going to be close. Because of that tough claws. This does so much damage.
Yeah, and Shaun is in just an amazing position. I'd be shocked if he somehow loses this game because Ludicolo just puts a huge amount of threat. Amoonguss cannot redirect the Ice Beam from the Ludicolo into the Landorus, and then Zen Headbutt is just going to pick up a KO into that Amoonguss easily. And we're going to see that John is going to forfeit here. Yeah, there's just no way he could win this game.
Yeah, there's really nothing. Targets the right Pokemon. Because we saw earlier that was in the best Landorus. So not having to worry about Protect, just a free Ice Beam. Then, of course, Amoonguss facing down to Metagross is something that you never want to have to actually face. So,
and especially since the electric terrain's up, so you can't put the Metagross to sleep. So there's absolutely nothing you could have done there. So that was game one?
Yeah, that was just game one.
Okay.
Big thing there, I feel, is that Lele, Tapu Lele on John's side, and for absolutely nothing. Like, you got the Seed Boost on Zapdos, literally all the just turn one to a Hydro Vortex. And looking at Shaun's team, where you have Hydreigon, but more importantly, that Metagross, which just tore through you. Like, I know you need Lele for the Seed Boost, but you have to question if you want to bring, I don't really see a lot of options here, honestly, because Ludicolo, you can't really do anything to, Ludicolo just gets its kill with Hydro Vortex.
Yeah, Shaun picking this.
And even if the Moon goes down to Hurricane plus Ice Beam, so the Ludicolo Pelipper, John's going to have to figure out how to beat here, or this tournament run might be over.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the matchup is really into Shaun's favor here, but, this is part of playing the game is being able to try and figure out your way out of bad matchups. And we're going to see that Shaun's going to lead with the Pelipper and the Ludicolo, so it's going to lead with the Rain mode right away against the Zapdos and Tapu Lele. So Shaun, is going to put a good amount of pressure here on both Pokemon, but at the same time, if John is able to set up Tailwind, he could potentially get a good amount of positioning for the rest of his team.
Yeah, we saw that last game with turn 1, we just had Mirror Tailwind. And really, I think that still is John's best hope that you can get something on par with Ludicolo in terms of speed. And I think it just might be something that comes down to like protecting Lele here. Like you can't play 3v4 versus a team that's dishing out so much damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zapdos is not known to carry any sort of flying move to deal with Ludicolo, which would be the only thing that would be able to do damage. But we're going to see here that Shaun's going to go directly for the Hydro Vortex. Neither of John's Pokemon is going to protect, so if this goes into the Tapu Lele, it's definitely going to be able to pick up a KO here.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprised if it just targets Lele.
Yep, it does target the Lele, so it's almost 100%.
Just like game 1, Tapu Lele for absolutely nothing.
So Tapu Lele is gone. You know, the only thing it was able to do is set up the seed for the Zapdos, and now Zapdos is going to go for the Tailwind, but probably is going to get matched by the Pelipper's Tailwind here, and that does happen.
A mirror of game 1, and game 1, of course, going in Shaun's favor.
Yeah, so it's not. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the trade was worth it here. I think Tapu Lele could put a huge amount of, threat to the rest of his team, but Aegislash is going to come in, so maybe he can use that to do decent amount of damage to his Pokemon, but Ludicolo is still, Hydro Pump from Ludicolo in range still would do a ton of damage to this Aegislash.
Yeah, and especially since the Pelipper is Brine. So Hydro Pump plus Brine easily KOs Aegislash. So it'd be interesting to see if John... Well, you had your pick of KO there, but goes Tapu Koko instead.
Yep.
Just wanting to get that out on the field, just preventing Amoonguss from doing anything if it's in the back. Yep. Also just changing terrain. Hydro Pump comes out on the Aegislash, going to do a lot of damage.
Does a massive amount of damage to the Aegislash, but the Aegislash is really bulky. Thunderbolt going into the Tapu Koko, it's going to do okay chip damage, but not enough. We're going to see the Z move coming out from the Aegislash is the Ghost Z, so whoever it targets, it's probably going to be able to pick up a KO here. I'm going to assume it's going to go into the Ludicolo, but it could also go into the Koko if you wanted to get rid of the Pelipper in order to let Amoonguss be able to more freely be able to deal with this threat of the Pelipper. And it's actually going to go into the Ludicolo, so this Ludicolo is definitely going to get knocked out here. Not going to be able to survive this.
Yeah, I really like this adjustment from John. Just opening it up for whatever he's got in the back. That Ludicolo just did so much work against him last game. And it honestly opens up a lot of room for Amoonguss, because if you can potentially get Amoonguss right now, you can potentially just start freeing up turns for Aegislash to just keep dishing out a ton of damage. But trying to get that in with a Metagross.
Yeah, the Metagross is going to put a huge amount of threat, and unfortunately, because he didn't save the Tapu Lele, there's no way for him to get rid of this Electric Strength. We're going to see that Metagross is going to Mega Evolve. Aegislash is going to go into Shield form, so he's not going to take any damage this turn. But let's see if Shaun makes this read and just doubles up into the Zapdos slot.
Well, yeah, Aegislash. We see a Thunder from Tapu Koko going into that Zapdos.
Yep, wow, that did a lot of damage.
And substitute 75%, and calling that really good play there going for sub.
Yep.
Something where if he goes for King Shield, then you of course get the sub. But if he attacks, you take only 25% of your health because of the sub. So good play there, just baiting out that Aegislash protect and just seeing what John's gonna go for. And now you really have you just have another free double attack. You can Thunder Aegislash and just Zen Head Zapdos too.
Yeah, if I was John here, maybe I would think about switching into... it's going to be hard, because if he switches into Amoonguss and he doubles up into that slot, it's just going to get knocked out. So Shaun is just in a commanding position here. I just don't know what John can do to bring this game back. Maybe if saved Tapu Lele, you might have been able to do something here, but just not enough.
So, let's see, Aegislash will come back here. For Landorus, actually.
Landorus is going to switch in, so if he goes for Thunder into the Aegislash slot, it's not going to take damage from that. And the Intimidate is going to be very useful here against the Metagross. Metagross goes for the Zen Headbutt into the Zapdos, probably going to picks up a KO, so now it's just Landorus and Aegislash versus Tapu Koko and Metagross. And since this is a Assault Vest Landorus, is not going to be able to outspeed either one of these Pokemon, and it's just going to be Landorus to pick up the majority of the weight for the rest of this game.
This Landorus, it's actually in a semi-decent spot here, because we've seen Shaun's full Metagross. So it's safe in that regard, where it doesn't have to worry about being one. It KOs both of these Pokemon right now with an Quake, which is a positive, but you still got to worry about that Pelipper coming in the back, just coming in and not taking any damage. You also have to worry about this Koko too.
I mean, if this Koko had something like HP Ice, but we're not going to see it for now. Pelipper's going to come in now, and so if he went for Earthquake, Pelipper's not going to take any damage. Wide Guard coming in from the Aegislash. Let's see if Metagross makes the read and maybe goes for something like but into the Landorus. Maybe can pick up a flinch here. Does decent damage, and it gets flinch. Oh.
Really interesting to me that that's his own headbutt, though.
And we're going to see John press the forfeit button. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe there is an out still. Where does a Rock Slide? There's a way.
Yeah. Metagross smartly goes for the substitute.
And we're going to
see... out.
Ooh, Stone Edge. If this is not a Sash Pelipper, most of them are Sash, so yeah, that. If maybe... Oh, Brine from the Pelipper.
KOs Landorus.
Yep.
Actually hangs on with 3 HP, but Metagross can just clean that up with an Iron Head the next turn.
Exactly.
Shadow also actually going to target Metagross, break that stuff, and just going to bring that back out. Well, actually, turn goes away, but because Koko's in the back, and just bring that up, back in, and really not much that John can do here. Shaun's just damage output this game was just too much.
Yeah, the pressure was just on John the whole time. He didn't have any room to breathe, and the flinch definitely didn't help here. Do we know if Landorus does not carry Rock Slide? Because maybe the better play that would have been to go for Rock Slide and hope for a flinch.
We just saw Stone Edge, so based off just seeing Stone Edge, you got to assume that Rock Slide isn't there.
Yeah, so Shaun's going to take this pretty commanding from what I've seen from Game 1 and 2. So he's going to move on to top 4 at the... Which Midseason Showdown is it?
We're at the Game Cafe Midseason Showdown here.
Exactly, that one.
Good job, Gio.
I'm doing a great job.
So Shaun will be getting CP because this was the top 4 only. So.
Oh my god, that's gotta be the worst.
Unfortunately, we'll be going home with nothing.
Hooray!
It's gonna be interesting to see how Shaun continues in cut. He's potentially playing Chansey next round.
Oh no!
So should be interesting. And yeah, it's gonna do it for top 8 here. Probably be back in probably another. I don't even know how long it took, but we'll be back hopefully soon with top 4.
See you guys there.